Renovations at a hot spot for fish fanatics is underway. After closing its doors to visitors back in August, the Texas Freshwater Fisheries Center in Athens is being completely renovated. And workers are making some really good progress on this massive overhaul. Director Tom Lang says right now this is more of a deconstruction project.
We have been draining exhibits. We've been draining most of those 300,000 gallons of aquariums and sharing fish with some of our partners while we're closed.
And what he means there, some fish are on vacation at the Codwell Zoo in Tyler, while others are at the Bass Pro Shop in Fort Worth. And the infamous alligator guard, they've made it all the way to the Bass Pro Pyramid in Memphis, Tennessee. Lang says they are still on track to be reopening sometime in the spring of the year 2025.